Alright. So, a lot of stuff happened last time, huh?
I must be getting old. I'm having trouble remembering.
That sneaky fucker.
Why? Shoma must be there.
He'll come back down if we just wait.
I know Shoma went on that car.
Praying to a god or Buddha isn't going to heal your heart.
So, Komeji kept his secret from us till the end. We had a serial killer meeting here. We tripped balls. Got tased. And Komeji got killed while we were out. They were particularly focused on Mame coming in first, so we're suspicious of
It's the rope that
her.
had you in the tortoiseshell bondage position.
Tortoiseshell? No, that's not true.
Oh? Was it a crab tie?
No. No crabs, no tortoises, no shrimp, nothing.
No crabs? No crabs, Tama wings.
Anyway, look at the rope. There's a fake nail.
It matches what Mame had on.
Maybe she untied you. Mommy's fake nail on the rope I was bound in. Camera not tipped over. Camera
It
tipped.
really isn't standing up.
Yeah.
Could it be the alcohol's fault? It happens all the time. Don't worry about it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you know. And then the camera tipped over.
What's the estimated time of death?
Roughly an hour and a half ago. Based on the time the body was discovered, of course.
So roughly 10 p.m., February 13th. We woke up here around 11:30 p.m.
Alright.
The door on the east side.
The door we entered from.
Just used for some. Okay, yep, good old mannequins. British contestants. This set is still standing. This was tipped over. Kettle.
Kettle is on the floor.
Must have fallen off the table.
I wonder how it fell.
Someone did a pile driver on it.
Naturally.
Either that or it was bumped or something.
That one video was playing on the monitor.
This is where you lost consciousness. And me right after. There's a power cord on that table. I think it's for the electric kettle.
Probably means the kettle was here.
Alright. Alright, forgot. We can do this. Footsteps?
The floor is wetter than my...
No
Please
comment.
don't even say it.
Would you prefer the word moist? I think there was hot water in the kettle. It must have been in keep warm mode. That must have fell and
Alright,
footprints
footprints.
from the water. Saying that it's still warm, the prints couldn't be more than a few minutes old by the time this data was gathered.
So right before we regained consciousness?
Yeah,
Can you tell me whose prints they are?
judging from the shape and size,
Mame?
absolutely a Mame's.
The prints lead to the door over there.
The door on the west side.
Alright.
The door on the west side of the building is locked. I don't think we can open it from this side.
Are there any other exits?
The only other door is the door to the east, the one we entered from.
So, east and west. Just the two exits.
How do we make of this?
Okay. It looks like we're pretty much done investigating here.
What do we gain from
I
this?
think I can make one conclusion.
Oh? Care to share what that is?
First, think about what Mame did when she first entered the studio.
Hmm.
Judging from the trail, I think she came to me first. She couldn't have come to me after stepping in the warm water, because if she did, it would have left prints.
Alright.
So the first thing she did must have been to try to untie me. That's when a bit of her nail broke and stuck to the rope. But then, something happened that stopped her.
Oh.
Something.
I'll tell you later. Anyway, she stopped trying to untie me.
Where did she go from there?
Here. Mame must have been in a hurry. She tipped over the camera by accident.
And then what?
What would cause her to be in such a hurry?
She came here next. Mame ran into the table, which caused the kettle to fall, and the hot water spilled on the floor.
And then?
It's been a real sloppy rush just to follow this case if she's stumbling over everything.
Well, if we trace her footprints, they stopped right in front of the western door.
Something that gets her so aggressively in a rush that she's storming, bounding through everything.
But the door was locked and it didn't open, so she couldn't get out. And then... Tama, do you have any ideas why Mame stopped trying to untie me?
I sure do. But continue. I want to hear what you're thinking.
Okay, here's my answer. It's simple, actually.
Komeji was
I
already
think
dead.
Mame saw Terror enter the studio. While she was untying me,
Through the west door,
Terror
perhaps?
came across the scene. They ran over to her to try to take her out. That's why the body was left in such an unnatural position.
I see. We're on the same page. There are still some question marks, but...
Terra got Komeji. Tore him. And then... It seems common to what we've seen so far from Terra that it's not like a direct lash out and you are now torn and your body falls half of its former self onto the ground. It's not, not like that necessarily. It's, you are torn. It's more a case of knock you out, tear you, and then replace your body in a fitting way to be serial killery.
Well, putting that threat aside for now, shall we get started?
Start what?
Filming, duh.
Again?
Yeah.
You got a problem?
You wanted this, Ryuki. You have to go along with it.
No.
Oh, hey.
Okay, here we go.
I said no.
Oh.
Ready? Action!
Well, here we go.
I'm going to cast you as a Mame. Recreate her movements. Let's start with when she first ran into the studio.
Her first move was...
What? Oh no! Mr. Ryuki is tied up!
That is shockingly good.
You're a really shitty actor.
Well, what did you expect?
Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Mr. Ryuki! Snap out of it! This is when her nail fell off.
Mame tried to untie the rope, and...
Yep.
That's when Terror ran into her.
Since Terror is blocking the east door, she can't go that way. So she tried to run to the other door.
Okay, let's see your best performance. God.
Why do you make me do this?
Okay, go on, run away.
Go, little Ryuki.
And then run into the camera. Then run into the table, and that drops the kettle, and... She discovers the west door is completely locked.
That means terror. Whoa.
Cut! You were doing so well. Anyway, she was cornered and... What happened after that? This is what I was trying to get at earlier. And one more thing. When you asked Mame if she saw the culprit, she shook her head. Why did she lie?
Hey, Tama. You collected all the data in this studio, right?
Unless terror bailed.
Including X-ray?
Yeah?
In that case...
What? 0?
I knew it.
What? Terror?
I think so.
So when we regained consciousness, they were in the studio?
That must be the case. Wait, you didn't notice, Tama? I thought you had X-ray vision.
I thought it was part of the set.
Anyway, they have a gun?
Yeah, a .50 caliber automatic handgun. That could do some real damage.
Huh.
This next bit is just speculation, but... Terror headed to the western door and cornered Mame, but then must have heard footsteps coming from the other door. Iris, Kizuna, and Shoma. Of course, Terror probably had no idea who they were. Terror must have said something like,
Don't tell them I'm here. If you do, I will shoot you.
then they hid in the set, since their only escape route was cut off.
That's why Mame lied. She couldn't have said anything with Terror threatening her.
Probably.
Curious.
What a shame. Terror was right there, but we couldn't get them.
There was nothing we could have done. Shoma was the top priority.
Anyway, there's only one thing we need to do. Let's find Mame. She saw Terror in person. She's a key witness now.
Curiously, Ryuki seemed a little bit better after putting time into that.
Maybe she has some
investigation.
information. Something about Terror we don't know. Maybe a voice or how they walk. Hey, Tama. Where is Mame?
I don't know. Her smartphone is either off or somewhere with no reception.
Go check on Gen. I asked Tama to call Kizuna, Iris, and Gen. Ask if they knew where Mame was. None of them picked up. Alright.
Hold on a second. What about your promise?
Fine, I'll get checked. And I want to talk to Shoma. He's at home now, right?
Is he? At least that's what Thomas said before I came to the shrine. I have no idea how Shoma was able to get out of the Ferris wheel. Don't know if it's related to all this, and I have a strong desire to find out.
So we have 3 objectives.
How weird would it be, like, if the lie that we believed for a bit in the first game, that Date managed to change reality / shift to a world where the reality was true by changing something in a Somnium. How wild would it be to talk about seams of reality and whatnot here if that somehow actually became true in this game? I have no idea how that applies to what I just did, because everything that happened with Komeji and Shoma happened outside of Somnium, but right.
Finding a Mame, getting checked up at the hospital, and meeting with Shoma, right?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll tag along. Not to mention today is special for partners. Valentine's Day.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me?
Will you be my Valentine?
Anyway, let's get going.
Valentine's Day. Alright, we can go. Going to go to the hospital immediately. Because Ryuki needs it. This is my Valentine's Day present to you, Tama.
I'm glad we had an open room for you. It's quiet here. You should be able to relax and focus on your treatment.
Treatment?
Oh, you don't have to worry about the paperwork for your stay here. We'll handle everything.
Hold on. My stay here? What are you talking about?
You don't remember?
Remember what?
This is troubling.
Oh dear. Wing sick.
Doctor, you shouldn't. You shouldn't be doing this at the hospital. Put your ball away. No playing Kusemon Go in the hospital.
Very good.
My name is Hanayo Nasu. I'm a nurse at this hospital.
Just to confirm. No.
I used to go by a different name.
You got married?
No, the opposite. I got a divorce, so I'm going back to my maiden name. Mr. Ryuki, do you remember getting a checkup? I'm sure the doctor would have told you everything.
No, I have no idea.
I see. Then I'm afraid I'll have to be the bearer of bad news. Mr. Ryuki, you have what we call cognitive dysfunction. Sometimes you'll forget what time it is or where you are, even lose track of the people around you. It's all part of your condition. In addition to that, we believe that you have a short-term memory disorder.
Tama, is this true?
Yes, it is.
This is difficult for me to say, but your condition is very serious. We need to begin treatment immediately. I'm going to get the files. I'll be right back, so please wait here. Excuse me.
Well?
Okay, I went to the hospital like I promised. Now let's get going, Tama.
What are you talking about? That nurse told you that you need to stay here.
I don't have time for that. I need to solve this case. Please, Tama. Just 3 more days.
I refuse.
Fine, just 1 day. 24 hours is all I ask. Please let me do this. Please. I'll give you some chocolate later.
Are you joking? You know I can't eat chocolate.
No, I mean like
Tama dog confirmed.
emotional chocolate.
Fine. But you're only getting 24 hours. Not a second longer.
Thanks, Tama.
Well, you are mentally unwell. Let's go places. Oh, hey, Shoma.
Hey, don't get into Kotatsu without permission.
It's cold out, and I'm cold.
What are you doing here?
I wanted to ask a few things. But before that, Shoma... No, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Decided not to ask him about what happened at the studio. It'd be cruel to remind him. to mention I didn't want him running off again. Probably be best to avoid talking about Komeji at the interrogation from cops. Wanted to ask about... Wingsink.
Dad. Dad. I shouldn't have said that you should die. It's all my fault.
Yeah, that's the reaction I... was expecting.
Shoma.
How'd you get out of that Ferris wheel?
What are you talking about?
The Ferris wheel at Misatan.
I didn't go to Misatan.
Alright, what the fuck did we see then?
I definitely saw you get on the Ferris wheel.
Maybe you saw my doppelganger? Or maybe my clone.
Your clone? No, I don't think so. I mean, we may have the technology for it, but I've never heard of any human clones. Not to mention, it's forbidden by law.
The law doesn't mean anything. Not to a psycho like Chikara.
What do you mean?
Huh? We'll come back, we'll circle back to that.
Yeah?
Do you know where she is?
I have no idea.
That's unexpected.
Shoma, you still haven't told me why you lied.
Lied?
About the code for Bats 490. That wasn't referring to Horodori Institute. But you said it was.
Sheesh, can you just let it go? I didn't solve the code.
You pointed to Horodori Institute because it involved... because Komeji was involved with Horodori somehow.
I'm sorry, Shoma. This might be hard for you. But can you tell me about Komeji? Komeji picked something up at the rooftop amusement park in Misatan. Something that is meaningful or significant to Terror. But he didn't tell me what it was. I thought you might know something.
Sorry, but I have no clue.
I see.
He kept as much from his son, then he probably kept that from him too. Very warm.
Yeah, they're researching cloning. So maybe they secretly made my clone.
Impossible.
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding about Horodori Institute researching cloning.
Mildly concerning?
Just about cloning me.
How do you
Okay.
explain the Ferris wheel then?
Maybe you were seeing things.
Not impossible.
Seeing things.
Maybe you got the TC Purge.
What?
Purge? What is that?
Last year, they invented a way to edit genomes called Purge.
Purge was developed by Horodori Institute. TC Purge is kind of like a virus.
What?
People at Horodori Institute called it the Organic Nanomachine.
Fox die.
It acts kind of the way a virus does. When it enters the body, it latches onto bacteria, and a protein complex called CRISPR-Cas-beta is made. CRISPR-Cas-beta can cut, move, and attach certain DNA nucleotide sequences. When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance.
That's
It makes
concerning.
you do weird things over and over. And on top of that, TC Purge multiplies in the body. It takes over the multiplication functions of bacteria and makes copies of itself. And it can be passed to other people with your breath.
Fox die.
Shoma, how do you know all this?
Well, there's just some stuff.
Some stuff.
Ryuki, we can hold off on Horodori Institute. We need to prioritize.
Yeah, we need to find Mame.
Okay, Fox die. It's real and is not my friend. Alright, what the fuck are we gonna find here? All three people.
Doesn't look like a Mame is here.
But wait, Leon is.
Oh, I don't want to talk to you.
Leon is obsessed with Kizuna, and Kizuna is a Mame's friend.
Yeah, he might know where Mame is.
Let's ask.
I don't want to talk to him. Hi.
Oh, you again. What's up?
Do you know a girl named Amame Doi?
Oh, Kizzy's friend. Of course I know her.
Do you know where she is?
Yeah, I do.
Really?
I saw her earlier.
Where?
I don't know.
Don't fuck with me.
Give me 100,000 yen and I'll think about it.
Okay, goodbye.
You can't be serious.
I'm low on cash. Come on, Ryuki.
Fine. We'll do this. Leon, do you have a 500 yen coin?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to look away, and you put it in one of your hands. If I can guess which hand it's in, tell me for free.
And if you're wrong?
I'll pay you.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's do this. Don't peek.
You're gonna use Tama to X-ray.
Okay, I'm ready. Guess, which hand is it in?
Alright, have fun. Yep. See Leon's bone structure. Aha, your bone structure. Looking good. Stand both his hands in.
Left hand, huh? Are you sure? You can change it if you want to. Aw, darn it.
See?
How did you know?
I have magic.
Superpowers.
Ugh, damn.
Magic.
Well, fine. I did make a promise. I saw Mame at Iowan.
Iowan.
That's the child services facility run
Alright.
by Riichi Chieda. He's Una's father.
We probably could have deduced that.
It's Valentine's Day today, right? We promised to meet up tonight. But I couldn't wait any
What?
longer.
You promised to meet
I
up?
want to see Kizzy right
Oh,
now.
God.
I don't need
Oh,
to talk
God.
to her. Seeing her from afar is enough.
You fucking creep.
So that's why I went to Iowan.
It's kind of like wanting to watch porn before going to happy ending places.
I don't think this is anything like that.
Mame was there. Mame, Kizzy, and Iris were talking. They had real serious looks on their faces. I couldn't barge into their conversation, so I left without saying anything.
They were discussing something serious then.
They have a lot of serious to discuss. There's 3 saw Komeji's body at Studio Divaita. Maybe they were talking about that.
Why are you even looking for Mame?
Well, you see...
Wait, is Mame a suspect in the HB case?
What?
No, that definitely couldn't be it.
I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, Kizzy. Yeah, I'm excited for tonight. We should meet. Okay. I'll see you there. Thought I told you that before. It's Alfrey, non-alcoholic beer.
Did you buy that?
Of course I did. Okay, maybe it's true that I did steal a lot before. I know it's nothing to brag about, but they did call me the master of unlocking.
Yes.
But that's all in the past.
Did you always steal by yourself?
It depended on what needed stealing. Sometimes I went alone, sometimes in pairs. If it was a big target, like some mansion in the boonies, I'd go with a team of 5 or 6 guys.
Huh.
The leader of the group was a Kumakura. You know them, right? That's how I met Moma, the chairman of the Kumakuras. I was usually partnered with Quartz. They were kinda like a bodyguard. Helped me out whenever I got in a sticky situation. Why am I even telling you all this?
They are being shockingly
I think I said too
forthcoming.
much. Please forget it. It's all in the past.
So you knew the
Like I said,
Kumakuras. Date with
Date?
Tisuna, huh?
I guess it was a date.
Because it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah? Why do you ask?
Nothing. Just.
Kizuna saw Komeji's body at the studio. Then went on a date with Lian. Maybe she had an ulterior motive.
Oh, actually, 4 days ago, on the 10th of February, I saw Mame then too, in front of Horodori Institute. She didn't notice me though.
Huh.
Anyway, Mame headed into Horodori Institute by herself. What business does she have at that research facility?
Interesting.
That's what I was thinking to myself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko. Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan.
Alright.
I know what you're thinking. Why would you think she's suspect just because of that, right? Well, you're right. I don't even know if Mame and Tokiko saw each other in there anyway. Not to mention Tokiko was killed 2 days ago, on the night of the 12th. So maybe it's got nothing to do with it. Nah, it probably doesn't. Just coincidence. But for whatever reason, it caught my attention.
Bruv out here.
Alright, I'm gonna get going.
Bruv out here being the worst person imaginable and occasionally spouting some very thought-provoking, intriguing, plot-relevant facts on
I'm
us.
gonna see Kizzy tonight.
Oh, God.
I need to head to the beauty salon first.
Get your hair coupons.
Beauty salon.
Anyway, adios!
Why was Mame at Horodori Institute?
4 days ago.
It's interesting that Tokiko was behind her as well. Horodori Institute.
We're coming back to
remember.
that.
The goal was to get inside the hidden room inside Horodori Institute.
We totally put that on hold. We need to go search that hidden room. But going now would be pointless. If it's a hidden room, it's gotta be a secret and locked up tight. They're not just gonna let us in there.
Anyway, we should focus on the task at hand. Find Mame.
Yeah. Leon said he saw her at Iowan.
Alright. So naturally, we should go around the rest of our places and... Mama, how you doing? Oh, just Mama. I need a beer after the day I've had.
We aren't open yet, though.
Giant clothes on.
I've got something for you, Ryuki.
What?
It's hard, and it'll leave a mess all over your hands.
Oh, you tease.
I know exactly what Mom was talking about.
It's chocolate.
That's what I was going to say.
It's Valentine's Day. I wanted all my customers to get some.
Aw.
Oh, you want to know why there are 2 balls? This way, I have a spare if one stops working.
Better joke than anything Komeji ever told. Thank you. Honeys and
Thanks for the
Honeys
chocolate. I
whiskey.
appreciate it.
Edelstein the red. Jekyll and Hyde number 0.
Don't thank me, honey. Just don't forget to get me something on White Day.
What do you want?
Well, you can return the favor.
Meaning?
Something hard that will leave a mess all over my hands.
Yeah. Let's count how many bottles there are. Good math practice. Good job. Alright, what's the special?
Special pinchos, huh?
I'd like to taste your pinchos too.
Best eats in the spirit world. Oh.
Hand warmer trader?
Well, that sounds like a good
It's
time.
about 4 boys who go on a journey with a hand warmer that's holding a dangerous substance.
Oh, that sounds like a Seth Rogen movie. HB?
Information, huh? Oh, I saw something online. There's this creepy video going around. Do you know about it?
Which one? There's like 5 of them now.
Are you talking about the Nirvana trial?
No, not that one. There's another one. It was released at midnight. It's called Nirvana X.
Wait, are we seriously busting out another one of these? Are we on creepy video number 4?
X?
That's right.
Ryuki, I looked it up. Once again, the original uploader is anonymous.
It's just like that QR video. I thought it might have something to do with the HB case.
Just like that QR video in Bats 490 and the Nirvana trial. It's literally fucking creepy video number 4.
Mama,
4.
did you watch the video?
Yeah, I have it saved on my smartphone.
4 of them. Let's
Wanna
tweak
see
out.
it?
No, Ryuki, don't do it. Something bad might happen again.
The ViewCube videos that have been released so far have not included anything that would introduce a subliminal effect. That doesn't mean they're safe. Possibly there was a special production technique that only works on people like Ryuki who have suffered some kind of trauma. Subliminal effect is a phenomenon which is image stimulus. It's given below the threshold of human perception, causing unconscious desires and emotions to arise in the person. Huh. Unless Mama's fucking with us and it's just porn.
Mama, please?
Ryuki!
Okay then, I'm going to stream it on the screen over there.
There's a non-zero chance that there's not actually a 4th creepy QR video, and it's just, Mama is tricking us into watching porn.
It's probably better to watch it on a bigger screen. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Clickety-click.
No, okay, it's a real one. Alright. Video number 4. Two, 1, 5, 1, 2, D. Yes, I have one of those folders too. Yeah, that was certainly a video of all time.
What did I tell you? I warned you!
Huh? I think I'm okay.
Yeah, don't scare me like that.
Judging by the name, it's gotta have something to do with the Nirvana Initiative. The incidents at Shinjuku might be related too.
What incidents?
Well, one example is what happened with that rocket. Luckily, there weren't any casualties. Anyway, I think that was like a test run for the initiative, but we don't know anything for sure. Where the actual show will happen, who's behind it and why, we don't know any of the details.
We do have a clue as to when, though. The Nirvana X video. There were 2 codes on there. One of them was 215-1200.
I totally thought those were D's.
I think it's a date and a time.
2:15, 12 noon.
February 15th,
all right.
12 p.m.
That's the deadline for this round?
Yeah, noon tomorrow.
The date and time when the Nirvana Initiative will begin.
There's not much time.
What about the letters?
Not sure about that one.
The
The numbers represented a time and date, so I'm guessing those were for a location.
A location?
I don't follow. Did she get into trouble?
She may have come into contact with Terror. She might have valuable information.
Well, okay then. Let's ask the Big Milky Balls.
Could you call them something else?
Oh, mighty balls, who has the softest, bounciest skin in all the land? That is Mama, of course.
You're damn right.
That's right. Oh, you know it.
Y'all better put respect on her name.
Who gives a shit?
I agree.
Now, serious mode this time. Oh, balls, the great and powerful. Please find someone for me.
Are any of these do any of these locations point us to Ayan?
Her name is Mame Doi.
Okay, I see how it works.
Where is she right now? You should go to the Nice Japan branch. You should gain some valuable information there.
Okay. We're getting pointed to different locations.
How was it?
Thanks, that was helpful. The Nice Japan branch.
Are you going to take her seriously?
Not necessarily, but it won't hurt to check, right?
Say, never mind then.
We have a lot to think about now.
Which means that each location we get directed to has some sort of valuable information. Thanks, Mama. Love you. Alright. See what MOBA has to say.
Hey, Ryuki, what's up?
I wanted to ask you something.
Wing sync.
Oh shit, a shooting star. I want chocolate from Tessa. I want chocolate from Tessa. I want chocolate. Damn it, I couldn't say a third one in time.
Oh, too bad. How you doing?
Not bad. Tonight, Tessa is gonna have a Valentine's Day stream.
Ah.
Oh, thinking about it makes my heart dance. Oh, I'm so excited.
Anything on HB?
Yakuza have connections all throughout the underworld. So I thought you might know something. Anything would help. Rumors, anything.
Rumors, huh? So our parent group, the Ujisaki, there's this higher up that's connected to Nice. I did hear something from him. The president of Nice Japan, Tokiko Shigure, she was in a relationship with the head of Horodori Institute, Chikara Horodori.
Ujisakis are diabolical. They earn their income through illegal activities in the underworld. They'll seem to be receiving requests from work for secret society. Okay, fun. The connections with the Freemasons. You know, Freemasons, a fraternal society said to have been created in the late 16th or early 17th century. They have members all over the world. They call each other brother. They operate in the Grand Lodge, their headquarters. Symbol of the fraternity is a builder's square and a compass. Tools of masonry. One more thing. The Eye of Providence is also famous. A triangle with the shape of an eye on it. The sign is considered one of the symbols of Freemasonry. Maybe there's a story that the Boy Scouts of America was also created with the Freemasons. Oh, cool. So I have loose ties to the Freemasons. The Boy Scouts of America is ostensibly an organization that seeks to improve the character of its members that make good people even better. Actually ask and at left parentheses F8 fate 59999999999.
What?
Of course, this isn't recent. We're talking decades ago.
That's like someone being married to Komeji.
Back then, Tokiko wasn't even the boss. She was just some grunt at Nice.
But Chikara, on the other hand, was pretty high up the ladder at Nice. Used his newfound power to get with Tokiko.
Well, that's a weird way of putting
Back
it.
when she was in her 20s, I heard she was a hottie.
Was? Look at her.
But like I said, she was young and naive.
My point is, she's still pretty, you know.
Chikara basically tricked her. He was married at the time, even had kids.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's genuinely fucked up.
Tokiko was his mistress. Real secret relationship type shit.
Fucking... What?
Yeah, that's all I know about that. But I do have some more dirt on Chikara. This was also decades ago, but Chikara went to child service agencies all over Japan and got something from them.
What?
DNA samples.
What?
He said it's for DNA treatment or something, but I don't buy it. My guess is he was doing something shady. Horadori Institute was real sketchy back then. You talking about a Mame Doi? Tessa's friend?
Yep.
So you know her?
Of course. I know everything about Tessa. So what about Mame?
She might have some valuable information about the case. I'm trying to find her. Do you happen to know where she is?
Sorry, I got no idea.
I see. Tokiko and Chikara in an illegitimate relationship.
And Chikara getting kids' DNA. Let's figure it out later.
More small pieces of something.
Still need to find Mame.
Okay. I mean, we can still go to Brahmin. Maybe Gen gives us another place to go.
A Mame. She was here earlier.
Really?
She left pretty quick, though. I was so busy today. We're expecting a lot of customers, so I have a lot of prep to do.
Why are you expecting a rush?
You know about what happened in Shinjuku yesterday? We're actually pretty close to there.
A rocket?
That's right. So anyway, there's tons of people around here now.
Why are we only hearing about this in, like, a sidelong manner?
I thought some of them might stop by here.
We haven't actually been told directly, I don't think, unless I'm dumb.
It's Valentine's Day today, isn't it? Well, she brought some chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah, why? Is something wrong?
I saw Terror at the studio. After that, she saw Komeji's body. She still brought Gen chocolate.
She said she was headed to Iris's house.
The Sagan household, huh?
You told me, Spot?
Thanks. I've been trying to get a hold of her, but...
Her phone is out of battery. She told me earlier.
I see.
Why are you looking for a Mame?
Gen and Mame are close. Couldn't tell him. There's a reason to believe Mame ran into Terror. Don't want him to worry about her. I'll play it off.
Well, you see...
I tried calling Iris, but still no dice.
We should just head to the Sagan household.
Yeah, good idea.
Oh, we can't wing sync. Well. Guess we'll see where she actually turns up. Kagami? Oh, Detective. Detective Bruv.
It was 2 days ago that Tokiko's body was found here. The investigation is still ongoing.
So, what are you planning on doing here? Mame wouldn't be here.
I didn't come here expecting to find Mame.
You should go to the Nice Japan branch.
Came here for valuable
You
information.
should gain some valuable information there.
What valuable information could be here?
I don't know, but let's look around.
Geometry line. Waterfall. You got me? Wing sync.
This has become a difficult situation. There are many factors to consider, taking into account probability and all. Well, what dating app should I use?
Very good, sir. Oh. Non-equal X. I kind of want to wing sync with you.
My brain is fried. Need some glucose. Maybe I'll eat some caramel.
That was pointless, thank you. I'm so glad I loaded the game for that.
So that's how it's gonna be. Well, I suppose it's not that bad. Is this getting a little too scripted? That's what the people want. Anyway, my name is...
Kagami!
That's my line! Huh? Did you forget already?
Hey, I have cognitive dysfunction. I have a plot reason.
Fine. My name is Kagami. Ka, K-A, Ga, G-A, me, M-I.
I have a plot canon reason to ask you repeatedly. I already know his name. I don't think I need to ask again. Pretty sure I know his name. I probably don't need to ask. His name is, what was it again?
Very well. Mr. Ryuki, you can give me a nickname. That way, you won't forget.
A nickname, huh? Something easy to remember would be good, right?
Exactly.
Like Kagami.
How about Kagami? That's an easy nickname to remember.
Why me?
Oh, it's actually
Do
good.
you know this girl?
But
Her name is Mame Doi.
Oh, I know her. She's a mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
That's true, but how do you know that?
I go there a lot.
Oh, well, I've been there a few times. I wanted to investigate the day-to-day lives of young women.
Entering
As
the
an
dating
inspector?
scene? The dating scene?
I need to know what's in. It's an important part of being an inspector.
That's a tough sell.
Do you know where she is now?
No, I wouldn't know. I can tell you that she isn't working right now, though. I heard from another girl that she hasn't been feeling well recently.
Understandable.
Right. It's unlikely that she'd be at Sunfish Pocket. Mame saw Terror at the studio. And right after that, she saw Komeji's body. It's unlikely she'd be at work with all that going on.
Makes sense. Image from Mame that appeared on Ryuki's hand. That was a hologram shot out from my left eye, my main body. How cool am I, huh? The coolest?
The body is long gone for the autopsy. It really is a shame. She was killed right before her birthday.
Oh.
Tokiko's birthday is February 15th. There was a huge party planned for her here.
Oh.
It really is such a shame.
Was it planned to start at noon by chance? Tokiko's. How are you?
It's all right.
Ah, there it is.
Because I am
It's been a
here.
while.
Half-Bites, Northern Mariana Islands, smash!
Oh shit, he knows.
There isn't anything here.
The first person who actually knows.
Mame.
It's this girl.
Don't recognize her.
Okay, he scrolled away from you apparently. Ushihara?
Who?
This girl.
No, I don't know where she is.
I see.
Why have you scrolled this way? Supposed to be looking at that houseplant, apparently.
It's not a lead or anything, but It is interesting.
What is?
It's gonna take some time to prepare. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Interesting.
Hmm? You talking about the underground cathedral? It's off limits right now. There's concerns that it might collapse.
Collapse?
So you don't know about the box?
The box?
There was a box there with a strange-looking device. Tama, can you show the image?
Sorry, I don't have it.
What?
Ryuki, when you went to the cathedral, you fell off the bridge, remember? The impact caused me to lose some of my memory. I was only able to recover up to finding Tokiko's body in the president's office.
Huh.
No backups?
Because it was so deep underground, there was no signal down there.
Come to think of it, there were some network problems.
Good old network problems?
Exactly.
Alright.
So I couldn't upload the data to the cloud.
Damn.
That gets us nowhere fast,
Ryuki, I'm
really.
ready.
But, alright.
That's what I mentioned to you earlier.
Oh, please go ahead.
Look at that pond over there.
Alright, weird looking. But, alright.
Is that?
It's Tokiko's hologram. Her laptop was in the desk. There was a program running. This. I think it's some software aimed at these cultists. Needless to say, it's just an image, so she can't really interact with you. But she does talk. Lectures even. If you give her a topic, she'll give some pre-recorded response. You can choose from 4. Moksha, gain. Form is emptiness, and the allegory of the cave. There's other data in there too somewhere, but it'll take time to get at.
Moksha, or enlightenment. One is only truly free when free from all desires. But this state of mind is not something that can be easily defined or described in words. It is implicit knowledge. It is not something you can understand without experiencing it for yourself. Imagine, for example, someone who has never seen the color red. It is impossible to explain to that person what the color red is.
Oops, all red.
You can't truly understand the redness of the color red until you experience it. Moksha is similar in this way. So how can you reach moksha? Among Hindu followers are those known as the sadhu. They follow a strict spiritual path of penance in an attempt to reach moksha. For example, one may stand on just one leg for decades, or try to roll across the entire Indo-Chinese continent. One may live on a bed of nails. Another might strike his head upon a pillar thousands of times. Among Buddhists, there are the ascetics. They perform a 1,000-day circumambulation, walking 30 miles a day around steep mountains. And they chant the mantras without pausing to eat, drink, or even sleep for 9 whole days. It is said that the founder of Zen Buddhism, the monk Bodhidharma, sat cross-legged facing a wall without rest for 9 years straight. But how do all these things achieve moksha? Is it because pain and penance cause your desires and thoughts to dull and disappear? That may be part of it. Or is it perhaps the state of nothingness that comes over you upon achieving these feats? One may come to the conclusion that desires themselves are illusory. Knives has a slightly different interpretation. Do you know how a debugger finds bugs in games? They try to run into walls over and over and over again. They go to places that normal players won't go, or leave the game on for days. They do things that normal players don't do. Unpredictable actions that the programmers failed to anticipate. That is how bugs that weren't even considered in the planning stages are found. Does this remind you of anything? Hitting your head on a pillar 1,000 times. Sitting toward a wall for 9 years. What if these actions were not anticipated by the creator? What if these actions uncovered bugs in the real world? what if they revealed the seams? In other words, these practitioners of the extraordinary are trying to find the seams. Find them and achieve enlightenment. Learn the secret of this world, the truth. And so we believe that moksha is this journey.
That's a shockingly reasonable conclusion. Wada Dharma meditated the direction of the wall for 9 years. There have been idioms created about this. Since he was in the same position for so long, his limbs rotted off, which is why the Dharma dolls sold in stores look the way they look. Huh. Game.
This world is a simulation. Thus, its creator must have created with intention. This intention we can never know for certain. But we can surmise and we can estimate. Imagine you attempt an action, but that action is prevented by something incomprehensible to you. It is reasonable to assume that action was something not considered by the creator. Contrarily, if you attempt an action and feel yourself compelled by some otherworldly force, it is probably something the creator did expect. Like rats trapped in a maze. Go in the wrong direction and receive a shock. Go in the right direction and receive a prize. Considering this, perhaps this simulation is actually a game. A game about escaping this inscrutable maze. Can you win this game? The creator probably wants you to. The allegory of the cave is a story first told by Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher. There are prisoners imprisoned in a dark cave. These prisoners have never witnessed the outside world. All they can see are shadows projected on the walls in front of them. Merely the shadows of grass and trees, flocks of birds. Even families of deer would be shown from time to time. But the prisoners who have never seen the outside world believe these shadows to be the truth, reality they do not doubt or question. One day, one of the prisoners unchains themselves and escapes the cave. They see real grass, real trees, real flocks of birds, and real deer. At that time, they saw the world as it truly is. Overwhelmed with emotion, they head back to the cave to tell the other prisoners of their discovery.
Everything we've seen until now have been shadows, false images. The outside world is completely different.
None of the other prisoners believe the escapee. Have they gone insane? They laugh. Do you understand this allegory? The escapee was enlightened with the truth and reached moksha. So what about you? Do you plan to live your days chained in a cave, scraping by a living in a world of falsehood and fraud? Or do you plan to join us? The decision needs to be made. Please demonstrate your determination. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. So reads the doctrines in Buddhist scriptures. Emptiness is not separate from form. Form is not separate from emptiness. Whatever is form is emptiness. Whatever is emptiness is form. Emptiness is sometimes translated as void or nothingness. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. Everything in this world is false. False is this world to the core. Shotok Taishi, who spread Buddhism in Japan, said something similar. All is false. Buddha is truth. The first part of the quote is self-explanatory. The latter requires context. Buddha, in this instance, is being used as a substitute for the general concept of enlightenment, Bodhi, Satori. Thus, the quote can be interpreted to mean, "The sole truth of this world is enlightenment. Everything else is a falsehood." I will give another example. The butterfly dream, a famous legend told by Chuang-Tzu, one of the founders of Taoism. One day, Chuang-Tzu was a butterfly in a dream. He awoke from his dream with a question. Was his being a butterfly a dream? Or is this world he awoke in a dream? Many notable people in history have had similar thoughts. These same questions have been passed down for thousands of years. Why is that? Could there be a truth hidden in all this?
I will say one thing. Oh, are we done with you? We are done with you. Goodbye.
Well, that sure was something. Didn't help much, though.
Not necessarily. This information might come in handy later.
If you say so.
Anyway, there was no information on a Mame. Let's go somewhere else.
I think the whole Nye business does a really interesting job of like conflating the simulation theory with like actual Buddhist principles. Especially the whole achieving enlightenment thing being, I think the one that stood out to me the most was the idea that achieving the moksha, that achieving enlightenment being compared to like debuggers trying to break a game, taking actions that go against what seemed normal and principled and achieving results of revealing the flaws in the reality, the end result being enlightenment. I kind of like that perspective. Not saying it's all true necessarily, but interesting. Well, once again, we are kind of all over the place here. I'm not sure where this is gonna go. It's leading toward Mame. Kind of how we were leading toward Komeji. Komeji's Somnium not up there with the best. It's interesting though. We'll see what we get out of this next time.